Hi everyone, it's me, Crystalline, your proactive, conscious aging life coach. How are you guys doing today? I am joyful in the Lord and in the power of His might. I have a different kind of video for you today. Today I have a hairstyling tutorial and I'm going to show you how to make this very beautiful, elegant, high bun. That's what I'm calling it. It kind of reminds me of Audrey Hepburn in My Fair Lady. If you guys want to Google that for the younger crowd, you can see she wore her hair similarly to this. So welcome to my channel, and before I go on any further, I'm going to ask you to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and share this video. Make a lot of comments in the comments section. Don't forget to please subscribe to my video and hit that notification bell so you can get my videos just as soon as I upload them. So this is going to be fun today. So without further ado, let's get started. This is going to be a very easy to do ponytail, but there are some things that you're going to need. So let me show you what you're going to need. First of all, you're going to need one of these donut forms for your ponytail. And you know, these come in a variety of sizes depending on how big you want your bun to be. Remember, this is going to be a high bun and I want it very full. So I think this one is a medium size donut bun form. What do you call them? Bun forms. That's what I call them. So you're going to need one of those. And you're also going to need a ponytail. This one is called Lulu Pony Quick, Simple, and Stylish by Maya. The color is number 1, which is black. Now, this ponytail is pretty long. It's actually about 22 inches. When I first bought it, I put it on and it was all the way down my back. And that's not how long I want my ponytail. So I did cut off quite a bit, as you can see. Now, the ideal length to do this hairstyle would be to have a hair piece that is about 12 to 14 inches. And you do want some wave in it because you're going to be making some barrel curls. So don't get a super straight ponytail to do this high bun that I'm going to do today. So you need your ponytail, and it should be a drawstring ponytail. Now, you see how it has the teeth here at the top and then at the bottom? And then it has the drawstring. So you're going to put it on and you're just going to close it with the drawstring. So that's the easiest thing. You're going to have a drawstring ponytail. Now, you're also going to need another piece of hair. Now, your other piece of hair, it can be straight or wavy. I prefer straight. And so what's going to happen with this piece of hair is it's going to get wrapped around the back of this bun so that when the hair is up and this part shows, this will just be hair. Stay with me. It's going to be easy, I promise. So you need those 3 things to get started. And you will also need your bobby pins. You can use these kind. You can use bobby pins or hair pins. I prefer bobby pins because they tend to stay on my hair tighter. So you're going to need these. You're going to need a brush or 2. And you're also going to need a very light kind of setting gel. I have this one Got to Be Glued, and I'll show you how we're going to use this as I get going. You just need a very light styling gel. It's not something like you need something very heavy. And also, last but not least, you want to have some kind of hair shine or hair sheen for your hair. I did put some of this Blue Magic conditioning hair dress on my hair right now to get some shine on it. And so that's it. this is going to be so simple. When you see how I did this, you're going to think, wow, why were you even worried about getting your hair done? Because this style is so simple. So I'm going to get going right now. First thing you want to do is to take your hair bun. I'm just going to digress a little bit for anyone who hasn't ever made a high ponytail. And I'm just going to tell you is what you need to do is you need to swoop your hair up. That seems like it would be self-explanatory, but I'm going to tell you something about this. When you put your hair up, do not bring your ponytail way forward like that, because then it's going to look like you have a hat on. All right, so you want to put your ponytail down just a little bit toward the back of your head. You see how I have it? It's down a little bit. You don't want to have it up too high because the curls are going to bring all of that forward. Slick your hair back with whatever gel you use. Do your baby hairs, whatever. I already did mine, so I'm not going to mess them up. So, you want to take your bun form, donut form. I don't know what I'm going to call this thing. And you're going to place your hair inside the bun like that. Hold on one second. I'm going to see if I can lift this camera up just a little bit higher. There we go. That's better. So now you have your donut form on like that. If you want to, you can take your hair and just double it over and put it in there, but it's really not necessary. You can use it like that. You can leave it like that. Now, you want to take the extra piece of hair that you have. And actually, I cut this off one of my old wigs because, old wigs never die. You can always use them for something else. And so I use some of my old wig for this extra hair. Now, what you want to do here is to remember, you're going to cover the back of this donut with this hair. So all I do is I take this hair, I stick it in the back underneath the donut, and then I'm going to pin it. Make sure you pin it comfortably, because if it's not comfortable, the whole thing is not going to be comfortable. All right, so you can feel in the back how this hair is going to just go around the donut. Let me show you what it looks like. I'm going to try to show you what it looks like. I hope I'm showing you what it looks like. There we go. So it wraps around the back. And you're going to leave this part out like this. Just let it hang for right now. So I noticed I had a little parting in the back, splitting of my hair. So I'm just going to use my boar bristle brush right here and smooth the hair together so I won't have lines in the back of my head. There we go. So these kind of duckbill clips like this also come in handy for when you're styling, because you can use them to hold hair in place or out of the way, as the case may be. So here is your drawstring ponytail. I'm just going to brush it out a little bit. I really like this one. The only thing about it, it was just so long and for what I wanted to do. So I had to cut it a lot. There we go. I don't think I would wear it like that anyway. It was just way too long. So anyway, so now you're going to put your drawstring ponytail on. You use the top comb, put it in the top. Pull it all the way over, and cover the donut form in the back. I wish I had somebody helping me so I could show you. Once you get it on, pull that drawstring tight. There you go. And actually you can feel it. Everything is covered and your extra piece of hair is still right here. You can feel everything with your fingers, actually. Anyway, and you make sure everything is pushed in. Take your drawstring, continue to wrap it around, and then you can just tuck it in. This is an easy hairstyle. I'm telling you, it might look hard, but if you have any kind of hairstyling skills whatsoever, this would be very, very easy for you, and it will save you a lot of money. Do you know how much money they charge in a salon to do this kind of style that I'm getting ready to show you? And especially if you tell them it's for a special occasion like a wedding or something like that, the price will go up exponentially depending on how important the occasion is, believe me. So I'm just taking these hairpins and I am sticking them into the ponytail just to hold the sides down a little bit more. And so that's what it looks like so far. So now I've been recording with the light out because I really like that, but I'm gonna have to turn the light on so you can see a little bit better. There we go. How's that? Better, I hope. There we go. All right, so now we have our piece of hair that we left out. Here it is, right here. So what you're going to do with this hair is you're just going to take it around the ponytail. Oh, wait a minute. One thing I want to do here in the front. Sometimes this front part, even though it has the comb, it'll tend to rise up. So I always take an extra pin and stick it in there just so it won't rise up like that. Okay? So now you're just going to take this around, wrap it around this ponytail, come to the back, wrap it around the back. So now your whole donut form is going to be covered in the back. Whatever little piece you have left, like right here, this little piece, you can just stick it in here. And pin it. Don't worry about if the pin shows because all of that is going to be covered up. Now you guys, you have to not mind my hair right there. I was giving myself a touch up the other day and my husband called me and I was telling him, listen, Jim, I can't talk too long on the phone. I got this perm on my hair. If I don't get it off, it's going to burn, okay? Sure enough, it burned my hair, okay? Don't say anything, okay? It burned my hair, so I had to put a little black stuff on there to try to blend that in. And that's how that's going to be for a few weeks until that hair grows back in. In the meantime, I'm carrying on. You know, life goes on. Stuff happens, life goes on. All right, so now we have all this done. And isn't this just an adorable ponytail? I love it. I feel like I Dream of Jeannie and beautiful Chrissy all wrapped up into one. Okay, so now you got your ponytail on. And the next step is you want to get a bristle brush. This one has metal teeth. And this is just, I use this because it makes it easier. You're going to start taking some sections. Okay? First of all, you're going to take a section here in the front. You want to make it thick, but not too thick. Brush through it like that. Okay? And what you want to do, take a little teeny bit of this gel. And I mean teeny. because what will happen if you use too much gel, it's going to make the hair crackly and everything. So when you want to use the ponytail again, it's going to be hard to brush through. So all we want to do with this is put it on the very ends just to help the ends stick together like that. Next thing you're going to do is start to use your fingers like a curling iron and just roll that hair on the fingers, and you just roll it all the way down like that. Wait a minute, I have to do it a little bit tighter. Yeah, you have to make it tight in order for it to be pinnable. There we go. Okay, so now you have your first little barrel curl. Take your pin and pin it in. Now in the front part, I usually like to have 3 big barrel curls. So I got one on this side. Now I'm going to make one on this side. Use the same technique. You're just going to be amazed. We don't have any glue. We don't have any tracks. We don't have any braids. What else do people use? We don't have any of that stuff. This is just so easy to do. You don't have any sew-ins, nothing. Just a ponytail and some hairpins. Okay? Again, you put on the gel and you just roll it. Just like that. See? Well, I'm having to do it twice. That's okay. That's because I'm trying to do it on camera. If I wasn't doing it on camera, it would come out perfect every time, but that's okay. There we go. Make sure you pull the curl as taut as you can. If there's any hair sticking out, just stick it back in there. And again, take your hairpin. And you can use 1 or 2 hairpins. You can use one on this side and then one on this side. And now you see why I said to put the ponytail a little bit further down on your head, because the curls are going to come up like that. So now I'm going to put a smaller one in between these 2 larger ones. And you know, this is how I do mine. I'm giving you a basic demonstration. You might want to do yours differently. Once you see this, you might say, aha, I can do something else, however you want to do it. But this is a basic tutorial. It's so easy. I cannot believe I was going through as many changes as I was going through trying to find a hairpiece when I am a former licensed cosmetologist, okay? Don't be stupid. That's what I told myself. You know, you can do this. I actually used to have a hairpiece that was just like this, and it was beautiful, and I went to so many stores, but I couldn't find one. So I just decided to just think back. How could this thing possibly be made? And so that's how I came up with this. So remember, nothing has to be perfect, because it's going to be just a little messy, but it's going to be sophisticated. It's going to look beautiful. So now you just continue on until you get the whole ponytail done. So I'm going to continue on, and I'm also going to show you how what it looks like in the back. But let me do this first. I want to show you this one. Make sure you brush through the curls. Use a little gel. And I would not recommend using a straight hair ponytail for this hairstyle, because it would be so difficult for you to curl it, for it to wrap around your fingers, you know, unless you curl it with a curling iron or something first. it's best for you to use a wavy or curly. Now, I wouldn't even go curly because you don't want the curls to be that tight. But a wavy ponytail is perfect. So, as I said, anything that sticks out, you just put it in there like that, and then you pin it. There we go. And see, it's coming together. I love this hairstyle. So it's coming together, as you can see. And I'm going to do a little bit more, and then I'm going to come back. I'm bringing you up just a little bit closer so I can make sure that you see exactly what I'm doing. Because I was back a little further, and you may want to see it a little bit more closely. Wrap it around your fingers as tightly as you can. And you can put the ends inside of the curl like that. Did you see what I did? I just tucked the ends inside. Take your pin and pin it. You don't have to worry about the curls being exactly equal and everything until the end, after you get them all in place. And then if something looks out of place, or if you want to move one over or whatever, that's when you do all those technical things like that. When you're just getting it done, you just want to get these curls in here. Okay? So now, we're about halfway done. And it looks good. So far, so good. When you get to the back, you want to make sure that you roll the hair all the way up to whatever the last curl is. And I can feel it right there. And the reason is because if you don't, you're going to be able to see a weft back here. So you want to make sure that you roll this curl all the way up. Now I have to turn this way, but I wanted to show you that you need to make sure that you curl this curl all the way up. Okay? Because if you don't, you'll see the wefting back there. So let me turn around and we'll see if I have this curl in the right place. Let me see. And yes, I did. Okay, so you can see that curl is in there, and I have curled it all the way up. Now I'm going to do this one. This is a really fun hairstyle to me because it looks really nice when it's done. It looks like you know, you've been to the hairdresser and everything. Okay, now one thing that I wanted to make sure I tell you is with all of these curls, you are going forward. Okay, none of them are going backwards. Every last one of them are going forward. You see how I'm doing it right now? This is a forward roll. All of them are going forward. You get it to there, just take it. And I've gotten so good at this, I don't even really have to look because I know how it's supposed to feel on my head. So take your pin, put it in there. Okay, now see how it covers the weft? Now this one here, I'm going to do this curl and it's going to come forward and it's going to fill in these two. And you know, I just realized that I have this Band-Aid on my arm. I went to the doctor earlier and had some blood drawn, and I forgot to take that off. So that's all that is, you guys. And I'm right-handed, so I'm usually going this way. And this is another reason why I tell you, you do not want a 22 or 28 inch ponytail, because that would be so hard on your arms trying to put that up by yourself, because it is just too long. It's just too much. Okay, so now I filled in those two curls with this third one. Okay, now there we go. And so I'm going to curl that. I'm going to pin this here right there. And you know what it looks like to me? It looks like, you know, that bread that's, I don't want to call it a hot cross bun, but you know, that kind of bread that's knotted up. That's what this reminds me of. It's not going to be perfect, you guys, but it looks beautiful however you do it. Let's see. There we go. It's just like little puffs. And I think that looks so pretty. So let me go on and finish the rest of the back. Now these curls on the side of my head right there, I like to make those really big. I think it balances everything. So I'm going to make these sections just a little bit thicker. Remember, everything is going forward and up. Nothing goes down. Everything goes forward. So, you see, I'm just using a little tiny bit of this gel. Very little bit. Just to hold the ends together. And you know, sometimes since I'm using so little, they still don't get held together, but it's enough. So now we're going to do the side curls like this. Okay, you see? And that's going to balance the sides. There we go. I could pull that part out a little bit. So, this is the last part back here. And you know, if you want some tendrils or something, you can leave some of the hair out. That will look pretty too. I just kind of like mine like this. I want it to be very sophisticated looking and neat. So I put all my hair up. And that is the last curl in the back. Oh, that one's trying to act funny. You know, you can feel these, you can feel this hair as you're styling it with your fingers. You can feel it in the back. You can feel if something comes down. You can feel if something is not acting right. Now I'm looking in the camera and that looks slightly lopsided over there, but what the deal is this curl here needs to be curled up a little bit. I mean, yeah, it needs to be pinned up just a little bit so it can be more balanced. There we go. Now, I'm just going to look in the back and make sure I have all my hair pinned up properly in the back. You have no idea how much trouble and how many changes I went through trying to get this high ponytail like this before I figured out I could just do it myself. I saw one online. It was beautiful, but it would not be here in time for the pageant. So I just had to keep working with it until I finally got it. And I'm so glad I did. I think this one looks even better than the one I was going to order. This is what it looks like when you get done. Now, I don't know if you noticed in the back, remember how I put the extra hair back here and wrapped it around? Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't. So it's better to always put that there just in case that hair shows when you get all the rest of your hair up. Making a high bun like this is always going to look different every time you do it. So you just want to make sure you have that hair there, because sometimes I've done it where I pulled the hair up and you can actually see that. So that is what it's going to look like. Isn't that pretty? I did it myself. Yay! So let me show you some things that I did now. If you remember in my pageant reveal video, I showed you my statement earrings, and my statement earrings were like this, and it had this part attached. Well, after I fixed my hair like this the first time, I put the earrings on, and I thought they looked like just too much, too much earring. And so what I did was I took the bottom part of the earring off. Like that. I took a little pair of needle nose pliers and I took that part off. And let me show you. And I kept the other part as the earring. And I took this part and I put it in my hair as an ornament on both sides. Like that. So I thought that was cute. Let me see. I got to make sure you can see it. Yes. So I use that in my hair. And then also I use this headband. This is actually a headband, but I just wrapped it around in my high bun like that. And then I had the two ornaments on the side. Now that dressed it up quite a bit. And so you can do something like that if you want to make your high bun look even dressier. It's just so many things you can do with this hair like this. Gosh, I'm having trouble getting this out. Okay, there's so many things, other things that you can do with your hair up like this. I've seen those little flowered wreaths. You can put those around there and have on a pretty floral blouse or a pretty floral dress. Anything like that would look beautiful. You can take, let's see, I have these combs like this. You can put these in the back like that. Let's see. You see? And you can have those on either side. Or you can just take it and put it in the back. Like that. I gotta fix it so you can see it. There we go. Now, you can just put it like that. There's so many different ways you can decorate this high bun, or you can just leave it plain, however you want to do it, and it will look beautiful. Now that's how I figured out how to do my dressy high bun. If you have any questions about this bun, let me know in the comments. Does this look easy to do for you? I think it is so easy. And the reason why I say it's so easy, because there's no braiding, there's no gluing, there's no tracks. there's no blow drying. It's just easy. All you have to do is know how to make a barrel curl with your fingers and pin it, and you're all set. So if you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments. Now, one thing I will tell you, if you use a lot of gel on this, when you take this hair down, it's going to be very, very curly because it actually will set the hair and it'll do it very quickly. So if you do wear your hair like this, try not to use too much gel if you don't want the hair to be very curly. Or after you take it down, you can let it settle down. You might have to take some water. You might even have to wash the hair afterwards if you don't want the hair to be very curly, because it does set, which is kind of funny. But we live, we learn, we love. Speaking of love, thank you guys so much for showing me so much love in my videos in the comment section. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to say bye for now, but God bless you, and I'll see you next time.